J.K. Rowling. Joanne Rowling was born on the 31st of July in the year 1965. Like every young girl with dreams and aspirations, Rowling had a pretty much happy childhood. According to her, she had always been fond of the name Potter, which she later used as the name of her major character in the Harry Potter series. Interestingly, she never really liked the name Rowling. Maybe it was because of the way it sounded, or maybe it was because of the way her friends in school teased her with it. But it didn't stop her from using it as one of her pen names anyway. Rowling attended a primary school in Gloucestershire named St. Michael's.
Mom, I love Chepstow
Afterward,
Town.
her family moved to Chepstow in South Wales when she was only 9. As a young girl, she always dreamed of becoming a writer, but her efforts towards writing didn't count much. Interestingly, she wrote a book when she was 6 about a measles-infected rabbit. She mentioned a period in her life where one of her close friends became the first ever person who would encourage her that she will become an excellent writer. This touched her a great deal and gave her the courage she needed down the line as she made her mark in writing. J.K. Rowling later went on to study French at the University of Exeter, which she never really enjoyed. It was her parents' wish for her to take the course, even when she would have opted for English instead. Her parents felt that English was too ordinary to study at a university and wanted more for their daughter. After she graduated from university, she did quite many jobs, which included her work for Amnesty International. This is an organization that advocates against the abuse of humans around the globe. This would later become one of the organizations that Rowling will fund when she attains wealth. In 1990, J.K. Rowling received her very first inspiration for the plot of Harry Potter. She said she was traveling to London from Manchester via a train, and she started putting the ideas together in her mind. It was on that same train that she began to put the characters together as well. According to her, she thought of a young boy being a wizard who at first wasn't aware of his abilities. J.K. Rowling only wrote the idea down in her mind, as she wasn't bold enough to ask around the train for a pen, even with the fact that her trip was delayed for about 4 long hours. As the ideas filled her mind, she was excited about what she was putting together and looked forward to beginning her book. When she got to her house that day, she immediately started working on the book. However, the book took several years before it became a reality. That same year, she lost her mother to multiple sclerosis. This event hit her very badly as both were quite close. It was this loss that gave her an idea for an event in Harry Potter. The major character himself lost his mother. In 1991, Rowling went down to Portugal and got a job as a teacher in English and met her first husband there. His name is George Arntis, and she bore a child for him, a daughter which they named Jessica. Unfortunately, while Jessica was still a baby, she and George had a divorce after a messy fight. After the divorce, Rowling came back to the United Kingdom to stay with her sister. Rowling was involved in an abusive marriage with George, and at one time was diagnosed with clinical depression and was observed to have suicidal tendencies. When she was in the United Kingdom, she made all efforts possible to complete her book. Rowling as at then was merely surviving on the benefits the state provided for her and her daughter. Of course, she was already a single mother by then. She, alongside her baby, would go to the cafe, and as her baby slept, she used the opportunity to write. When she completed her first book, The Philosopher's Stone, she approached many agents with it. However, one agent who has been looking for a project to embark on eventually took her on. Several publishers turned her down. They were 12 in total. Luck smiled on her eventually when an infamous publisher, Bloomsbury, agreed to publish her book because his daughter, who was then 8 years of age, found the book interesting. He then decided to pay her £1,500. Although this man was fair enough to encourage her to keep her teaching job, as books written for children don't usually yield much. However, a few weeks into the publication had the sales of the book going into full gear. Rowling was given some money by the Council of Arts so that she can permanently write her books. It came in the form of a grant. When the book registered its success, Scholastic, which was a company located in America, offered to give Rowling £100,000 to obtain publishing right for the book in America. Warner Brothers also obtained authority to Rowling's book after offering her a large sum of money to produce them into films. By the end of 2006, Rowling completed the last series of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. which stormed the stores by the middle of the next year. September 2012 found the author releasing a novel for the adult community named Casual Vacancy. This action attracted mixed feelings as the author's previous popular Harry Potter series was for a seemingly different audience and also a different plot. 2013 ushered in Cuckoo's Calling from the same author, although this time she had used a different pen name going by Robert Galbraith. When people knew that Robert Galbraith was the same as J.K. Rowling, the demand and purchase of the book were massive. Presently, Rowling is the United Kingdom's best-selling author and has a net worth of roughly $1 billion. As of 2016, she was said to be the 197th wealthiest person in all of the United Kingdom and has won quite some Nobel awards. It was said that she lost her billionaire status because she gave a lot of her wealth to charity. Rowling has love smiling on her again as she later met her present husband, Neil Murray, and bore 2 children for him. The family of 5, including Jessica, live very happily in Scotland. Her story inspires not just writers or aspiring writers, but also everyone striving to make a mark in this world. Faced with severe financial challenges, loss of a mother, and marriage, she fought back even amid depression and suicidal tendencies. This same woman has become an influential person, inspiring millions of people around the world with the story of her life and the stories she has written. Who says something good can't come out of little or nothing? Certainly not someone who has met or known this amazing woman. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we've handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.